Well, global markets have tumbled in response to Donald Trump's tariffs. Today, Beijing retaliated, imposing additional import taxes of 34% on American goods. However, the US president remains bullish in the face of falling stock prices.
This was the moment the real trade war began. China imposing its own tariffs on $160 billion of American goods.
The US practice is not in line with the rules of international trade and is a typical unilateral bullying practice.
As China hit back, Trump hit the golf course, away from the White House, but still furiously posting. China played it wrong and panicked, he wrote. Hang tough, he urged Americans. But as Wall Street opened, stocks turned red again, plunging too in Europe and the UK. Face to face with America's NATO allies, Trump's top diplomat, arriving late and playing down the economic risks.
No, their economies are not crashing. The markets are reacting. No, their economies are not crashing. Their markets are reacting to a dramatic change in the global order in terms of trade. And so what happens is pretty straightforward. If you're a company and you make a bunch of your products in China, and all of a sudden shareholders or people that play the stock market realize that it's going to cost a lot more to produce in China, your stock is going to go down.
Warnings, though, from the man charged with keeping US inflation in check, striking a sombre note.
It is now becoming clear that tariff increases will be significantly larger than expected. And the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth. The size and duration of these effects remains uncertain. While tariffs are highly likely to generate at least a temporary rise in inflation, it's also possible that the effects could be more persistent.
That's a potential game changer for a nation that's benefited from an open market. With free trade, America lost manufacturing jobs but gained cheap goods, many of them made in places like China. But now that the president wants those manufacturing jobs back, it seems the days of cheap goods made in places like China are over. And that's bad news for Americans when it comes to the price of their shopping.
That means the prices are going to go up on the consumer. So we're going to pay.
I'm extremely worried about the prices going up because it's affecting our families here in America. So yes, I'm very worried about that.
So do you think the government's making a mistake?
I do.
So what's your message to the president?
Stop it.
A trade war made in America could see the world on the road to a global recession. A Trump-made one. But the president isn't changing course. David Blevins, Sky News in Washington.